Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with my weekly TBR. This is for week number 15 and it is April 9th through the 15th. Today is actually Saturday. It is the 8th. Happy Easter weekend, everybody. I am actually working this morning, so I've got to get this done relatively quickly. Not just this morning. I'm working from like 9 until 4 o'clock. So, it is what it is, but I'm off next Friday, so bonus. So those of you who may have noticed, who are not part of the Killing Time with Cozies Discord group, you may have noticed that I did have a live show booked yesterday afternoon, and then I suddenly got canceled. So very, very quick story, because I do not have a lot of time right now, is that I ended up in the emergency room on Thursday night into Friday morning. I actually went over via ambulance. Because why not? No, I had a rapid irregular heartbeat and it was going on for like over a half an hour, and I just thought, okay, I was getting really nervous and I really wasn't feeling well. I was feeling dizzy and tired, which is why I called the ambulance. Normally I would have just driven myself, but they ended up taking me to the local hospital because I have a hospital downtown that deals with my cardiac issues. But I ended up at the local hospital, which was fine. They were super nice there. The paramedics were great. I got there about 11 o'clock. No, quarter after 11-ish at night. And they sent me home at 2:30 in the morning because literally by the time within 10 minutes of the paramedics showing up, my heart rate had gone back to normal. It was still a little erratic, but it had lowered, it wasn't as quick as it was. So they took me to the hospital. They did some blood work. They checked a few things. They said, really, you're fine. The doctor on staff said, because my heart rate was up to 70, 80 beats per minute. He's like, that's normal. That's a good heart rate. But my issue was it's not for me. That for me is high, right? So that's why I was nervous. Plus the fact it was irregular. It wasn't the speed so much as the irregularity. So he said, it's all good. And I was talking to him, and I've been dealing with some issues with my thyroid, and he thinks that it's all part and parcel of that. So I feel fine now. Yesterday, because I didn't get home until 3 o'clock in the morning, I slept a good chunk of yesterday, and because my sleeping was all off and weird. And yeah, so this morning I feel good. It's Saturday morning, like I said, and yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I wanted to err on the side of caution and just get it checked to make sure I was okay. I had a feeling in the back of my mind it was my thyroid, because I've been dealing with some other issues in regards to that lately. So, that's a thing, right? But yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's tickety-boo. So let's get on to my TBR for this week, because like I said, I have a short amount of time. So my 4 books that I have on my TBR for this week. The first prompt, of course, is a book off of my physical shelves, and I spun the wheel to get my prompt, and the prompt was a book published in 2021. And I thought, oh goodness, I'm not going to stand in front of my shelves and pull every book off and just check to see, what the date is that the book was published. So I did a search on Goodreads, Google, whatever. And I did a search on Google, and a Goodreads list came up, and I just most popular books published in 2021. And I had a couple of them on my shelves, but one of them really jumped out at me, and I'm like, yes. Now, normally I'm not one who reads series back to back this quickly, but I love the first one so much. I'm like, I'm going to dive into the second one. So that is The Man Who Died Twice by Richard Osman. This is the second book in the Thursday Murder Club series. So I just read the first book in the series a couple weeks ago, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm very excited about jumping into this one. The fourth book comes out later this year. So I'd like to get caught up and read to the fourth book, or read so that when the fourth book comes out, I can read it as a new release. Would be fantastic. So yeah, The Man Who Died Twice by Richard Osman. I love these covers. I did buy this one. Whether I probably will get it on audio again, because I really like the narrator on it, but we shall see. So yeah, so that is my physical book pick. So my digital book pick, which is a book off my digital shelves, came up with the prompt was a book with a one-word title. So I went on Amazon, onto my Amazon account, and I was going through all my books on my Kindle, and I found this one, and I'm like, okay, I bought this one as a new release. This was a pre-order, and I still haven't read it yet. And I am such a big fan of this author, and I'm really looking forward to another Regency. So I will be reading Bombshell by Sarah MacLean. This is the first book in the Hell's Bells series. So I'm very much looking forward to this one. Sarah MacLean is such a great, great historical romance author. And yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to this one. Next up, sorry, that's my computer dinging. Next up, a book that is part of a series. So I went through my whole series list as I've been doing, did a random number generator, picked a series, and I'm going to read the next book in the series, but in reality, it's the first book in the series for me because I've read a later book. So I'm going to go back to book number 1, and that is Under the Agent's Protection by Jennifer D. Bokal. This is the first book in the Wyoming Nights series. So yeah, this is I believe it's a Harlequin romantic suspense novel, and I really, really like this author's writing, and I'm very much looking forward to getting to this book. And last but not least, my throwback book of this week, we're going to Sweet Valley, and we have Against the Rules by Francine Pascal. Jamie Suzanne writes these, book number 9 in the Sweet Valley Twins series. So yay. So that's it, guys. I gotta log on to work. I will talk to you tomorrow with my weekly reading wrap-up. Bye, everybody.